بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his sunnah was, his way of life was very simple, very down to earth. Sometimes he mess around and joke with the companions radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. In one hadith, the Sahaba says, إِنَّكَ لَتُدَعِبُنَا يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ, that you joke around, jest, make jokes with us. But the Prophet ﷺ said, but even when I do this, I only speak the truth. So for example, the Prophet ﷺ said to Anas radiyallahu ta'ala, Ya dhal udhunayn, 2 ears. He nicknamed him 2 ears. Everybody's got 2 ears. So even though it's like a little joke, because it's not insulting him, but just a way of like calling him that way. Once Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he had a bit of a dispute with his wife Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala anha. So he left home, went in the masjid, and slept in the masjid. So now he went in the masjid, no carpet, bit of dirt, just soil, dust. So he went to sleep in the masjid, and obviously sleeping in the masjid, so all this, like all dust all over him. So the Prophet went home, Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala, she's a bit angry. So what happened? Where's Ali? So he went and he said, Ya Aba Turab. So now Aba Turab, he translated, it doesn't really make the meaning, but it's like, oh, one full of dirt, full of things. So a bit of joking, entertaining somebody. This is all Prophet used to do this. In the hadith, the Prophet Sahaba said that when we talk about food, the Prophet talk about food. When we talk about the dunya, the Prophet talk about the dunya. Majority of the time, 90% of the time was about deen and religion, but sometimes we also talk about these things. So nothing wrong with this. Another time, one companion came to the Prophet and said, "O Prophet of Allah, I want a camel." Now obviously a camel takes very long to raise a camel, so that's why when it gets old, it becomes more and more valuable. So the Prophet said, "I'll give you a baby camel, don't worry." So he said, no, baby camel, I want a proper camel, because baby camel, what am I going to do with baby camel? The calf dress, even another expenditure. So he said, all camels are babies, they were babies, so even if it grows up, it's still a baby of somebody. I'll give you the child of a female camel, meaning, so even if you grow up, you're a baby, you're baby of your mother. You're grown up now, but you're still a child of your mother. So he's like, okay, yeah, probably messing, teased him a bit. So nothing wrong with this, and in our different cultures have different jokes, different entertainments. But we have to make sure that when we do this, we don't, number one, hurt anybody's feelings. And number two, you don't cause anybody any loss, like physical loss, any financial loss. Yes, like for example, you can do a little prank, but if it causes somebody physical hurt, physical pain, or financial loss, or something which is beyond like bardash and beyond, I think it's not right. Somebody was telling me they went this weekend to a takeaway. So they went quite late after Isha. And when they went there, the people were talking and said that we had this really big order. And it was like a bit funny, the order, like, chips with this on it and chips with that on it. And they made the whole order. And it's been like 2 hours, nobody's going to pick it up. So it seemed as if, the guys, prank the takeaway, they take it up, they're trusting you that, okay, there's a phone order. If you phone in, what's going to happen? They're going to phone in and then you're going to come pick it up later on. Now, they're not going to track your number and have your IP address on, that kind of stuff. It's just a takeaway. So now, you do this. So like, you and your friends, you think, oh, it's really funny, you've done a really good joke and we pranked out. But you caused money loss. This is a sin. On the day of Qiyamah, you will be questioned that you caused these people £20, £30, £40, £50, £100, £150 of loss in food. This is not allowed. It's not a prank. Pranks, sometimes you realize when some youngsters get together, you get carried away. So yes, you can have fun jokes, but remember these two things: never hurt anybody's feelings. And number two is if you cause somebody financial, like you flat somebody's tires, like how is that funny? You might think it's funny that I know we've been really like worked up in a square and very. That's not funny. Funny is that you cause that person he's going to have to financial loss to repair the flat tire. He's going to have to take his time out. Because somebody, that's not funny. A joke is you can do other practical jokes. Yes, he gets out of the car and does something, the noise goes off or something. That's that once it doesn't scare him too much. It's all different things you can do. But you do something like this, you flat somebody's tire, you do all this kind. This is not Islamic, because you causing somebody loss. And if you ask regarding this, that you've caused somebody financial loss. So make sure when you think. So again, we can do everything. We can talk, we can speak, we can joke, we can spend time with our children, with our wives, everything. But we never forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At this time, no, this is beyond the limits. This is not permissible. It's not Islamic cheating. This is against Islam. So you always have to remember, in everything we do, Islam is not like, Joe, you just go to the mosque and that's it. If you litter, when you're littering, this is Islam. This is against Islam. When you litter, when you pick up litter, this is the teaching of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When you get some food and you give it as a gift, this is Islam. That this is a neighbor, I give him some gift. You see somebody asking for food, you say, look, somebody outside is a bit poor. I'm not going to give them money, because I don't know if they're going to use it for drugs or they're going to use it for alcohol or use it for smoking. But I'll buy them a bottle of water, buy them a sandwich and then drink. This is Islam. Islam is not just confined to the masjid. You're driving on the road, somebody wants to come in front of you, let them go through, let them pass through. This is also part of Islam. So many things like this, Islam is not just simply confined to the masjid and confined to our worship. It means you live your life in a way that everybody benefits from you and nobody's harmed from you. And if you harm other people, this is not Islam. And if you don't benefit other people, then okay, you're not really a good Muslim. So you have to become anfa'un nas. You benefit other people. You benefit other people academically. You benefit other people spiritually, and you don't cause anybody harm. Al-Muslimu man salima al-Muslimuna min lisani wa yadi. From your hands, from your tongue, nobody else has inconvenience. Does everyone understand this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a back. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.